You're gonna be like, my Panda would have done it better.
Panda would have known what I would have ordered.
Full cost logs with Panda cheer. Comedy jokes we love to hear. Volleyball spikes in the summer air. Good times with friends beyond compare. Eating cheese, but it's crispy and sweet. Fried chicken wings can't be beat. Chillin' at mom's house, feeling so right. Fat and chubby, laughing all night. Chillin' at mom's house, feeling so right. Fat and chubby, laughing all night. Fat and chubby, laughing all night. Fat and chubby, laughing all night. Deep in the dreams and big bright skies.
What's up, everybody? We're here at Panda's house. How are you guys doing? I want to say hi. I've been gone for a little bit. Shout outs to the super producer, Roberto Monkey Silva, Mr. M.E. But today we have a special guest all the way from Orlando, Florida via Puerto Rico. Shouts out to my boy, Kel Perez. What's up, bro?
Thank you, Panda. Thank you for having me here.
Thank you for coming out, bro.
To all the hundreds of millions of people watching this right now, whether it's on YouTube, Facebook, wherever you're at, thank you for tuning in. Now that I'm excited to be here.
No, bro. Thanks for being here. We just picked up Kel from the rehab center. No, it's crazy.
I've been clean for about 3 hours.
I used to sell it to him, so business is bad now. Nah.
And I'm feeling great.
Nah, brother, gonna tell you, dude. So I've been doing stand-up for a minute. I was blessed to meet this young cat about, a year and a half ago at Dallas Hyenas, right?
Yeah.
Bro, honestly,
it's been a year and a half already.
Probably a little more than a year and a half.
Yeah,
Has
it's been a while. Yeah, it feels like it hasn't been that long, but it also feels like it's been longer.
I feel in a good way. Like I've been on tour with you 5-6 years.
Yeah,
like in a good way, just because of the shows and the stress, the flights, the drives.
I think in stand-up, you like 1 year is like 5 years.
It's like dog years.
Yeah, it's like, yeah.
Nah, bro, it was a trip. So when I got the call, bro, to open for you, I wasn't even gonna go. I was at work. Like they called me the day of, and I was like, and I Googled you, and I was like, oh, he's cool. He's Latino. That's cool. And I saw you're a young cat. I'm like, we couldn't meet him, right? I hit up Monkey, hit up some other guys, and they're like, idiota, you don't know who Kel Perez is? I was like, I think I've seen your clips. You know what I'm saying? Because you go viral so much. But they were like, are you serious? Go. And Monkey goes, hey, I'll be there. And so I was like,
I think it's so funny because you were the first. I had done several shows, and you were the first Latino comic that the club actually booked for me. So most of the time, whenever I would hit up a club and I needed an opener, they would just book somebody there. But I never worked with a Hispanic comedian until they booked you at Hyenas, and I was like, oh, este tipo es Latino, qué chévere.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
It was a fun time though, bro. Then like I don't know, just hanging out. We did a couple of more shows together, but we fell in love in Hyenas, Albuquerque.
Albuquerque Hyenas, yeah, that's where.
You know why I know we became besties there? We're at Ojos Locos, and we were not looking at the chicks.
I know. We were at this restaurant where there's like all these pretty girls that are servers, and the girls were coming up to us, and we're like, we're having a moment here.
I remember at one point we're like, ¿le pueden bajar a la música? Can you lower the music?
Yeah,
we're trying to have a...
Yeah, because the music was really loud too.
That's when we found out your birthday September 3rd, mine September 4th.
Yeah, we had a lot of similarities.
Your last name, my mom's maiden name.
Yep, and I think too, that was such a, that show, that time, it was a very special surprise because it was one of those moments, and I think we talked about it, Albuquerque, New Mexico, I've never in my life thought I'd be there.
Yeah.
Didn't know what to expect, and the turnout was amazing. The people there that came to the show was like very homey, very family, and we had a great time. And I think that show was so special because I was just going through a breakup.
Yeah.
And to do stand-up comedy right after getting a breakup, I wasn't feeling the best, and to still be able to go there and make people laugh made me realize, like this is what matters, making people laugh no matter what you're going through. So
you hit a switch. And the big thing from that show, number one, there wasn't just Latinos and Puerto Ricans. It was just general audience, bro. There was white people, black people, some Native Americans. Remember we made that fun of that girl? The Toy Story? Yeah.
The Toy Story.
We had the Toy Story girl. We had a young gordito güero because I told him, he goes, Panda, you don't have my size. I said, bro, I'm a 3X and sometimes a 4X. And then he goes, I'm a 6X. I'm like, yeah, I don't got it.
A 6X?
He's a 6. I had to ship it to him after.
Wow.
Because he told me, I'm going to see if you're a man of your word. He gave me in cash. I was like, send me your address. And I shipped it
You
to him
shipped
later.
it to him?
And I threw him a couple other things. And he was a big fan. He goes, bro, and he DM'd me, could you please sign everything, please? Because I know one day you're going to be big. I was like, that's crazy.
That's awesome.
I
That's
mean, it's a
love.
blessing, bro, to hear stuff like that.
I think the craziest part about that story is I didn't even know they made 6X shirts.
You're crazy. And number 2 on that show, the cool thing was, at that show, was that the one where you first sat down and you said, hey guys, I'm gonna be honest, can I be vulnerable? Can I just be honest with you?
Yeah.
Because those are the 2 things I took from that show. And I told you, Kel, you're humble, but you're being too humble right now. Number 1, your general audience, obviously, we all think, oh, I'm Puerto Rican, like I'm Salvadorian. No, that day you had a little bit of everything, bro. There was probably like 7 Puerto Ricans, probably less.
Yeah, it was,
Excuse
yeah.
me. And then when you went through the whole breakup thing, you sat down on the chair, bro, and you reached a different level of comfort in comedy and your confidence that day. But you sat down and you were just having a conversation and here and there, not here and there, but you were being funny, but you were still straight up telling them a real story.
Yeah, I think in that moment it was just like straight vulnerability. There wasn't like, hey, here are my bits, here are my jokes. It was like, this is how I'm feeling right now, and let me just talk about it. And then I think naturally, since we use comedians, a lot of times we use comedy to, you know, to make ourselves feel better about a situation or like a defense mechanism. But the comedy was gonna happen regardless. But I think vulnerability on a stage was that moment for me, for sure.
Yeah. No, but that was fun though, bro. And I just say thank you for letting me be on your tour for the 2nd year, bro. I thought it was fired.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't really have anybody else, so.
You see? Your bro, he does the JCPenney Shaq commercials. Ya cambió, bro. Ya cambió.
No.
He's bougie.
No.
P.F. Chang's only now.
No, you know what's so funny? Like, I got the opportunity to do that commercial in October. And this is what, like, a lot of people, like, you know, I've done a lot of things and I've been able to do some pretty cool things. But that moment, it's so funny because when the commercial came, it was a JCPenney commercial with Shaq, where Shaq introduces me to a stage. I go in there and I do like 30-second jokes of socks and underwear.
Yeah.
They launched this commercial right before the NFL game. I forgot which team it was playing, but it was 2 good teams. It was in October. And they launched the commercial right before the game, during the game, and after the game. I'm watching it, seeing myself on the TV was like, whoa, this is crazy. And then just like that, it's over, right? Because it's like not even 30 seconds. I filmed like 2 minutes. I think the first commercial they did was 5 seconds, maybe, or 7 seconds. And then the middle commercial was a little longer, and then the last commercial was a little longer. Anyways, the point is, my phone was good and blown. Oh my God, I think I just saw you with Shaq. Did I just see you on TV? And it was cool, but those moments, like, they go by like that. Like, they go by so fast, and it's like, I realized that some of the work that you'll do and some of the work that I've done, you'll work so hard to get to a moment, and that all it is. It's just a moment in time when you achieve something cool, and then it goes away, and then it's like, okay, like, what's next? But really, it was the process of being on set, doing the lines, writing the lines. I think that, to me, was more cool than getting the feedback of everybody else, because that moment happened so quick, and then it goes away, and then tomorrow you're like, all right, everybody's moving on with their life, you know?
It's crazy.
So that's kind of what I got from that experience. And then I also realized how I'm not such a huge fan of like traditional media, because, you know, you're on set for several hours, and I think people don't realize that. Yeah, they're paying you, but you're on set for several hours. You're waiting for your turn, and then you go and shoot, and you do your lines or whatever. But a lot of times you're just waiting. You're just waiting, you know. And you're getting paid, but you're just waiting. And then for me, it's like I'd rather be doing something.
Yeah.
You know.
Because you do so much, bro. I remember like we had that drive when we were in Ohio. We're going from Columbus to Cincinnati, I think. I don't remember.
Yeah.
We're doing the Funny Bones in Ohio.
Yeah, in Ohio.
But that's when you told me all the jobs you've done. Because remember I told you I didn't have time to go to my barber next. I'm bald. So everybody's like, you don't have to go. I said, bro, like, actually, I go more to the barber than most guys because I'm bald.
Dude, I've had every single job.
What was your first like job where you earn cash? Like
My first job, I was 11 years old.
11. You
Yeah.
been hustling,
Yeah,
Kel.
I was 11 years old. It was my grandfather's video store, so kind of like a Blockbuster,
Okay.
but obviously like más criollo, más de pueblo, and
Yeah.
my grandfather owned that business. And I remember I wanted to buy my own things, and my mom used to manage it. And she was like, my parents were like, okay, if you want to buy stuff for yourself, go work for your grandpa. And then so I would work for my grandfather for $6.50 the hour. And then on the weekends, I would clean the toilets in the doctor's office de mis tías. So I have two aunts that are doctors. They had a doctor's office across the street. And then I would just be the janitor on the weekends. I would clean all their toilets, all their floors.
At 11.
At 11, yeah, 11 to 12.
That's crazy.
Yeah, yeah. Because anytime that I wanted something, like my parents never bought it for me. They were like, you either get straight A's or you go work for it.
God.
And I didn't get straight A's, so I had to work for it.
So what was your job after that?
So then, my first legitimate job, like as far as like, having to sign a W-2 or whatever, was I was a bagger at a grocery store called Publix in Florida.
Like Benito.
Like like that bunny. Yeah, we have.
This bad Kel.
we have a similar, I guess, starting story. But yeah, I used to be a bagger, and I used to bag groceries, and I never forget. I did it for about a year, mano, and there was one day I was like, dude, I'm worth more than bagging groceries.
Bro, you had that stripper moment. I'm worth it.
Yeah, I was like, I'm worth more than putting these groceries in a bag. So I was like, I'm gonna go to my boss. I'm be like, I quit. So I went to my boss and I was like, I'm going into the military. I can't do this job anymore. Dude, I straight up lied, bro. I was like, dude, I'm going to the military. He's like, oh my God, that's so honorable of you. And they're like, we'll always leave the door open for you if you ever want to come back. I was like, thank you. And then I walked out, and all of my coworkers like, yo, what happened? I was like, bro, I told Chad that I was done with this job. I just made up this whole story how I walked out of there, and all I did was just tell him I was planning on going to the military.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Because then you told me you were a barber for a little bit too, right?
Yeah, I used to do barbering with. I did things on like side hustles. Like I worked for Universal Studios selling pictures. I would cut my hairs, the los pelos de los panas míos. I would train them also at the gym.
You're a personal trainer too.
Yeah, I sold bracelets. Anything I could get my hands on.
There's the cell phone thing too. You told me, right?
Yeah, I've sold cars. I got my real estate license. I did a lot. I did a lot in sales, and I was just trying to find a way to make money.
Yeah, and then is that when you started doing your own marketing firm?
Yeah, so I think when I was 18, I started getting a job at AT&T, and it's like a regular AT&T store, right? You're selling cell phones. I think the average person is making maybe like $3,000 a month, and by the time I hit 7 months, I'm making like $7,000 to $8,000 a month.
That's amazing.
Which is unheard of. Like
That's a lot, bro.
No other employee was making that amount of money selling cell phones. And they eventually they asked me like, yo, I became the #1 sales rep in the country for AT&T, obviously in my store as well. And they asked me like, oh, like, how are you getting all these people to buy phones and tablets? Like, how do you sold 20 phone lines to one customer? That doesn't even make any sense. But what happened was, what I started to do was I started to make phone calls to the local businesses around me to try and see if they would convert their accounts with 50 cell phone lines, because they had 50 employees from T-Mobile to AT&T. And so now I'm over here as an average employee making, this amount of money that was unheard of. And then eventually AT&T went to create a program that was the program where you would have to make phone calls to call local businesses, and it was called a business manager. But I was doing that before they even created that program, and then I remember, I never forget, when I got my first $7,000 check.
That's insane.
I was like 18, 19. I remember I showed it to my mom. My mom freaking out. She thinks I won the lottery. She's like, we're rich. I was like, no, mommy, like this is my money.
I'm rich.
But I looked to see the gross profit, and I think I had made them like over $100,000 in 1 month.
Jesus.
So I told myself, damn, I made them over $100,000 in 1 month, and out of that 100,000, I only got 7. I said, if I had my own product and I had my own company, I could generate the 100,000 for myself.
Yeah.
So this kid comes into the store opening up a business account, and his business was doing websites for local businesses. And he was 19, he was a year older, and I was so jealous. I was like, man, if only I had a skill that I could sell to people and that I could make money off, then I could do the same thing. And then I never forget, I went home that day and I saw an ad que decía, do you want to learn how to build websites with no experience?
Oh my
And I
God.
was like, yes. Do you want to start your own business? Yes. And then I kind of fell into this thing, and then I started to learn how to like build websites or whatever. And I started my business, and I sold my first website before I even knew how to build it. So my friend was working for a landscape company. I told my friend I started a business. He said, yo, let me hook you up with the owner. And he got me a meeting with the owner. I said, yo, I'll build you a website. You need this, this, and that. I'll get it done in 2 weeks. I think he just kind of felt bad for me. He's like, this kid is hustling. Here's $300.
Yeah.
And I did it, and I figured out in 2 weeks how to do it. And then that was kind of what started my marketing company, where I did websites for a lot of Mexican restaurants, Jamaican restaurant, construction companies, granite companies. And then I got to the point where they were paying me monthly. So they were paying me $100, $200 a month, and then I started living off of that. So then, like, by the time I was like 21, I got my own business. I'm making good money, but then because I'm young and I don't know how to spend money, papi, estoy en la discoteca, pagándole bebidas a everybody, being like, I got everybody here.
You want a bottle? Let's get a bottle.
Yeah. And then that's how I went from like this to the ground, just burned it to the ground.
So with all that, that's where the sketches came out of, because you know in marketing, you knew how to sell stuff or what people want. I think you always had this eye for what people want to see, bro. Like you got this gift. It's kind of weird to explain it though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think, para mí, it was like, I read a lot of books about psychology and humans. I figured if I'm a human and I have to be on this planet with other humans, then I should learn about humans. So I was reading a lot of books on my off time about human psychology, how people think, how people buy, the science behind, why people buy, selling, the science behind love, why people fall in love y todo eso. And I got obsessed with that. And so marketing is really just understanding how consumers buy and how people buy. So after the marketing company, I ended up selling it because it went to crap. I was in a relationship, and when my business se me cayó, she also left me.
Oh, man.
And that's kind of like you hit super, super rock bottom. Yes, you got nowhere else to go. And so that's when one of my cousins was like, yo, I think you're funny. You should do comedy. I was like, maybe I'll test it out.
What? So that cousin...
Yeah, if it wasn't for him telling me like, yo, I was telling him a story and he was laughing. He's like, do you ever thought about doing comedy? I was like, well, I like comedy. I watch stand-up. But whatever, I might as well try it. And then it was around the pandemic. So I was like, well, I can't do stand-up, so I might as well just try these video. Like, I seen like online content creators do comedy como en Instagram, and I was like, maybe I try it that way. But like anything I do, I feel like if I was gonna start anything, I always start with research. Let me study the people that are good. Let me study the guys that have been killing it. Let me see what they're doing, what are their viral videos. And then I went on YouTube and I started figuring out what makes a viral video, the psychology of why people watch videos, how a video keeps engaging people, and like learning the science behind it. And then it's like, okay, let me add my creativity on top of the science. And then that's when the videos started to happen. And I think I filmed about 1 year full of videos and nothing happened with any video, but I had fun. I had a lot of fun doing it. And then it wasn't until a year afterwards that I just kind of like, straight up, I got exhausted. Yo le dije, Papa Dios, I'm done doing this my way. I've tried to do everything in my life what I think will help me be successful, and nothing's worked out. So te lo doy todo a ti. And then that was Christmas. I had COVID, and se lo entregué todo a Papa Dios. Yeah, I was alone. Me sentía mal, and then I went and I grabbed my phone, and I felt like a failure because no videos had gone viral. I was still a loser. My whole family thought I was a loser. My friends were pretty much like, yeah, you're funny, but you're a loser.
Jesus Christ,
and
that's too much.
Yeah, and I was really in a dark place, and grabbed my phone that Christmas, recorded a little video pretending to be my mom, and then pretending to be me in the video. It was like a little mini sketch, and I did it, I think, because since I missed my family, I missed my mom durante esas Navidades. Y lo posteé, and I went to sleep. The next day I woke up, the video had 30,000 views.
That's a lot.
And I said that was the most I'd ever gotten. I was like, why this video? And then I called out of work because I had to go. When I crashed my company, I had to get another job at a call center. Called off, and I said, I need to figure out what makes a video viral and why this video went viral. And then I went to work, and then I figured out a little formula, and I said, let me see if with this little formula, if I can duplicate it.
Yeah.
And that's what I did. I did another video, duplicated that formula, and the next video got 300,000 views.
Dang.
The next video got 1.2 million. And then 300K, 400K, and then after that, it almost felt like I couldn't miss. It was like I figured out the formula that worked for me.
Yeah.
And I was just enjoying it. And that was kind of like, you know, and then 3 years into that, then I started doing stand-up. And then aquí I'm second year, finished my second year last year doing stand-up. This is technically my third year now and second tour.
That's crazy,
That's
man.
it, yeah.
Yeah, I remember you showed me, you posted something where in your office at home, the flyer from all the dates from last year.
Yeah, that was kind of cool seeing the poster.
That was
with
beautiful.
All the dates
More
of
than
all
kind
the
of cool. It was
cities.
beautiful, bro. And
Yeah.
you know, there's always gonna be haters or whatever, and always a viral comment. You're funny though, bro. Like,
Yeah, I think because like, it's funny. You know, a lot of people are always like, the people think my dream was to be a comedian. My dream has never been to be a comedian. Like, comedy isn't my dream.
yeah.
You know, ever since I was a little kid, my dream was just to be rich. Like, I just wanted.
Yeah, you
like,
remember you
straight
told me, I wanna be a
straight up,
millionaire.
I just want to be a.
Yeah.
I like, obviously, I wanted to do it in like in an ethical way, but I mean, no importaba like how I got there. I just wanted to be rich and do it in a way that I enjoyed it,
Yeah.
and that I could have fulfillment in what I did, and I didn't know it was gonna be comedy. You know, I feel like comedy for me is a gift that I was given by God to take care of it and protect it. And it's comedy now, but I don't know, maybe in the future it's something else. But as long as I'm enjoying and having fun with what I'm doing, I think that's the most important thing. So I don't have any expectations with comedy, and I think that's why it works out a lot for me, because a lot of times as a comedian, and I talk to other comedians, and you know, their goal is this and that, and sometimes when you put that energy into wanting something that you don't have, it's almost like telling the universe you don't have it.
Yeah.
But for me, it's like, this is more than what I could have ever asked.
Yeah.
You know, when I get to go to a city and perform, it's like, this is I just wanted to be able to wake up whenever I wanted. You know, esto para mí, you know, we were talking about this earlier. I just didn't want to clock into work and have somebody tell me I had to be here at 9. If I could just get rid of that, I was happy. And so anything more than what I'm doing right now is just a blessing at that point, you know?
Like I told you, man, you get 3 weeks. Some people just get 2 weeks a year to take off, and maybe 2 or 3 personal days. That's it.
Yeah, and I used to think that was crazy. Like, imagínate, 2 weeks out of a year. For how many years? So you only get to live 2 weeks out of a year.
Yeah.
And then you multiply that times the amount of years you live on Earth is what you really only live in, like 5 years of your life, like 5 years in total. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, man, why am I asking permission to take a day off?
Yeah, it doesn't. And when they say when you wake up that third eye, ¿verdad? You start to realize like some of this stuff doesn't make sense, you know?
It doesn't. It's crazy, bro. But no, like, you're enjoying it, bro. Like,
Absolutely.
a lot of people would see your schedule like, this guy's crazy, or, oh, he's lazy. I'm like, no, bro, we're crazy. Like,
Yeah.
we're lazy because, you know, it's cliche to say, but you probably heard it before. You work 8 to 10 hours on someone else's dream, then you get home and you're done. No, that's what you should do. That's when you should go ham to work on. I don't like calling it a dream. I like calling it a goal, because a dream's for Disney movies. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's okay to say dream, but make it a goal, because that's more realistic to me.
Yeah, no, but I think too, I don't know. I feel like I learned that, like, I don't really go around telling people how hard I work, because most people don't really care.
Yeah.
It's like, they're going to say whatever they want. At the end of the day, they'll have their opinion on whether they think you work hard or whether they think you don't work hard enough. It's like, are you okay with when you go to sleep at night knowing that you did the very best that you could for today?
Yeah.
Can you live with yourself knowing that you're doing the most that you can do, that's the only person that you really need to care about. Can you go to sleep at night thinking like, hey, I gave what I had today?
Yeah, bro.
You know, that's what I don't. That's what I look at. I'm like I'm, you know, I've been feeling under the weather. I needed to film a video, and I said, you know what? Let me film it today. And that was my objective today, to film that skit this
It
morning.
was hilarious, bro. Like one?
Yeah,
Nah, I
yeah.
saw it earlier before I got you.
I was like, if I could get through that video, the rest of the day I feel accomplished.
Yeah.
So, you know, eso yo creo que para mí the most important thing is just to know that at the end of the day I'm good with myself.
But comedy for you, dude, I think you're gonna be like an art director, or remember I told you, it's a talent agent owner, or como se dice when they help them out, not like they hire you a consultant too. Because you're gonna be like, dude, what are you guys doing with this guy's tour? This guy's killing it, but why is he going from Indiana to LA? Then he's going to New York, and then he's gonna go back to San Jose. No, let's build home in the East, or even start in the middle, depending where that comic lives, or whatever, you know, and other stuff too, percentages, or even you've told me some things like, hey, bro, this you should do with your iPhone. This you get the SLR camera for, like.
I like. I mean, obviously you have like the creative part of comedy.
Yeah.
But I like the business side también. I feel like my brain is split between creative, and then also very analytical.
That's your mom and dad. Your
Yeah,
dad's
it's
the English major, and your mom's the accounting business major.
Yeah, I think.
And they got baby Kel.
And they got baby Kel, and I think that's kind of like, and you don't see that with everybody, right? I think a lot of like comedians are just the artists, and they need somebody from business perspective to help them with that. But I mean, since I have both, I've been able to navigate it myself, but also it makes more work for myself.
Yeah.
Because then I know like, oh, I need to also do this. But it's like, how do I divide my time between business and marketing, and also being the artist and doing the creative work? So, but eso es lo que sí me ha ayudado. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. One of my dreams is to own a seafood restaurant in Puerto Rico and be a fisherman and have my fishermen and catch fresh fish, put it in the restaurant.
And tell the people, how many times have you fished in your life?
I don't know if
I love this about you though, because you're like, I'm gonna do it. No,
yeah.
but it sounds beautiful.
Yeah, I think when people are like, oh, what's your dream? What's your goal? Y todo eso, I'm like, mi sueño is to be a fisherman. So my friends, I don't spend a lot of money on like personal things. I think, you know, like I buy my shirts, you know, in Amazon,
I've seen them
for 10.
Yeah.
You know, I buy obviously like technology for the shows, the camera, y todo.
But that's more an investment to keep this going.
Yeah, but to spoil myself, I don't really buy. Like, I don't really know. Like, I don't really buy anything like that so much. And it's funny because my friends would always tell me, they're like, one of them was talking to my other friend, and he was like, how are we gonna know when Kelvin's like super rich? And then the other one is like, when you see him fishing a lot, just know he made it when he's fishing.
When I'm calling you, blowing you up, telling you, please book shows.
Yeah.
That's when I know you're like, Panda. I remember you told me, no, Panda, va a llegar un tiempo, primero Dios, soon, where you're gonna have to go to Puerto Rico to come hang out with me, because I'm gonna have my restaurant and I'll be fishing. If you wanna hang out.
You call me like, yo, where you at? I'll be like, yo, I'm on a boat right now fishing. You're gonna be like, oh, he don't care about
You're gonna have that world phone, bro.
Yeah, I'm like, no, but that I think that would be, and I don't know if that's, you know, obviously I would love for that to happen, but the idea behind saying that is that I have to get to a point where I've worked hard enough to where I can be comfortable and have peace of mind that I can be fishing out on a boat, and bills are paid, the people that I care about are taken care of, and I can just enjoy that, you know, because la vida se trata de, you know, so many different things. It's not just always business. It's not just always comedy for me. I feel like I realized that we get one experience, the human experience. You know, I don't know what I get to reincarnate, if that is even a thing in the next life. Like, what if I'm a freaking grasshopper in the next life?
A fish.
Or a fish, you know, like, so I'm a human in this one, and es como que I think building that experience is like, sometimes, like when we did recently Jersey, we did 3 shows in Jersey and 1 in Philly. The show was amazing, but what I will always take from Philly and from Jersey was not what happened on stage. In fact, I forgot what happened on stage. I'm grateful for the people that came, but the experience of hanging out with you and Ed, and then seeing Anthony at Philly, and then going to the Philly cheesesteak place. And
That was the whole vibe, dude. Like 30, 40 people from the show came out. We
Came.
packed it out.
So that para mí, that is what makes it worth it. When I do a show and I'm by myself, and that's like that feels like work. That feels like but when I get to have that experience, I'm like, that was successful. That to me is more successful than what I would have made money from the show if I was around good people and I had a fun time.
100%. But that's the hangout. That's like the most fun thing, and that's why after like the first time I met you, remember at the Dallas Hyena, we went to that little diner. You know, the service was but there was something to eat, and you know, with the stuff you want to eat and want to avoid, they had it there.
Yeah,
And,
it's the stories, you know, like
we just got to hang out, bro. Like, I found out before? Like when I met Fluffy, I did find out. I found out a couple of people, but like you were always grounded, bro. Like people when I first started working, the first 7 weeks, the Puerto Rican friends were like, bro, can you try to make me a custom video? And I was like, bro, I'm not bugging them. You know, I told you know what you can do? Come to a show and ask him yourself. I was like, he'll do it for you. I've seen it. I was like, don't tell him I said that, but I've seen it.
Dude, I remember.
You're like, oh, not for free. Look, you're like, Panda.
To my agent.
I've raised you better than this, Panda.
Yo, you know what's so funny? I don't know if you remember this. Are we good on time? I remember.
You saw the light and you're used to it.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. I just noticed the
Viene Panda. Viene Panda.
I was like, are we at the hour?
We have our codes. That's why you tell me, hey, hit me at 50, hit me at 60.
I think it's like a trigger. I saw the flash. I was like, oh, I gotta get on stage.
I was like, we're gonna be selling merch.
No, ¿Tú te recuerdas que we did a show in Sunnyvale, and I don't know the guy. But
Yeah.
remember the guy asked me to like dance bachata because I think he was a bachata singer.
Yeah, bro.
And I just caught myself doing a brand deal dancing bachata. I was like, yo, this music.
Because he was a singer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, but also going back to that,
That made me think about that.
we spent our birthdays together in Sunnyvale and in Sacramento. And I've been doing comedy, I think, gonna be 8 years this summer. And he's the first headliner that brings me up on stage after my set. And he had everyone sing me happy birthday. I got emotional, bro. I didn't think I was gonna get emotional. Look it. Se me están parando los pelos. Aquí no tengo pelo. But right, bro, like, thank you. I'll never forget those moments, bro. Like I told you, I don't know where this tour is going. I don't know where life is going. I'm not being negative, but a moment like that is stamped on my soul forever, bro. Like, it was a beautiful weekend. Los dos ahí tomando fotos at the Golden Gate. Like, they thought we were a couple, bro. No, did you get me? Panda, back up, Panda. And then I had a picture like, Panda, that's a good picture. We're like being so nice to each other. But bro, I had never been to San
It's
Francisco.
okay, we could do that because it was San Francisco.
In San Francisco.
So it was like, oh, that's normal here.
Everyone's looking at me like, oh, you got lucky. He got a Marican.
That's funny.
Oh, that's funny, dude. That's cool. Since you travel a lot, bro, have you been out of the country? Have you traveled out of the country?
So when I was younger, I went to my elementary school was like a trailer park school. It was like it was trailers.
I know what you mean. We had those in LA because we were all overpopulated. Yeah.
So it was just like this little pedazo de tierra, and it was like 3 trailers. First and second grade was together. Third and fourth was together, and it was like it was a Christian school, and then.
Yeah.
I remember my dad was like, hey, you know, we can take you out of this school and homeschool you and we'll save a lot more money. And then with that money, we can take you to travel. So when I was younger, I got the opportunity to go to like Italy. I went to, I think it was Tunisia, got to go to Barcelona. But I was young. I was like maybe 10, 11.
Oh, yeah, you were a kid,
so
yeah.
at the time I was going to these places, but I didn't care. I just wanted to be on my PSP and meet pretty girls. Like,
that's our eras. You were PSP, I was Game Boy. That's crazy.
Okay, yeah. I was just like, it's funny. All the pictures that my family has, I'm not in any of it. It's all my older sister. She's in every picture. And then I was just in the car waiting. I just going,
Come hurry up. Yeah.
Pero as an adult, out of the country, the only place I went to was Costa Rica for a bachelor party.
I've heard Costa Rica's dope, and I heard like the el dinero abunda más allá, like it's cheaper for us.
It is. I ate some of the best mahi out there, and I think that's where I fell in love with like the idea of like.
But Costa Rica está ahí, right off the coast, like.
Yeah, no.
I've only seen it on Google. It looks gorgeous.
The beaches were amazing. And it's funny because like
I thought you said some other word. I was like, I thought you said the bitches.
Those were too.
Those were too.
Those were amazing.
Sorry, Unk came out. I apologize. El sucio soy yo.
No, everything was beautiful, and it's funny because el pana mío es un gringo, and he was doing his bachelor party there, and he was like, hey, Kel, like, come out. We want you to come out. And I was like, I don't know about traveling outside the country, you know. I don't
You
know.
said that?
Yeah, he's like, Kel, have you looked in the mirror? And I was like, yeah, but I don't know these foreign countries. Like,
with your Puerto Rican flag and your necklace?
Me van a secuestrar. I don't know. I need to make sure I get
You never
home
know.
safe.
You never know.
And he's like, nah, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. And then we get there, and it's so funny because I'm like looking around, and I'm like, bro, esto como estar en Puerto Rico. It's like, it feels like an island vibe, and they speak Spanish. Obviously, I speak Spanish, so I felt like I was at home. And la gente bien amable. It felt like they have a saying called pura vida.
Gotcha.
And it's like pura vida, everything, pura vida. And it's just like a vibe. It feels like a very surfer town type of vibe where everybody's just a good time. Everybody's just on good energy, and it's just good people. And the food was amazing, dude. Like, I never forget, el mahi ahí was...
And that's good for you because you eat 99% of the time, 90% you eat clean, bro.
Yeah.
So for you to say the food tastes like they use healthy food, pero le echaron, y fruta y vegetales. Because no, we're in the green room. If they give you a chance or cuando hay tiempo, you have fruit in there all the time. Con agua y tu agua de coco and your cranberry. No ice. I already told them, I need 2 cranberries. No, nothing on there. And they're like, oh, no vodka? I was like, none.
None. Not even ice.
No, and I literally sometimes I'll get you a small cup with ice because you like a little. Para que no esté muy tibio. Yeah.
See, because sometimes if they bring it too early, then...
Oh, it's like this. Yeah. Ya sé tu vicio.
Yeah, ya sabes.
Like, yeah, that's awesome, man.
But yeah, that's the only time I've ever been out the country. I wanna explore more, but I like being in Puerto Rico so much that if I don't go to any other place in the world besides Puerto Rico for the rest of my life, I'm happy with that.
Yeah, but I've been blessed to go to Puerto Rico with you, with Monkey. Puerto Rico is gorgeous. It's it's like Isla del Encanto, bro. Like,
I'm happy there. If I have to go to Puerto Rico every year, and that's the only place I get to go to, I'd like to go to Egypt, Japan. That sounds cool. But if I don't get that opportunity, I'm literally grateful and happy to just be in Puerto Rico.
Yeah. See, that's like me when I go to LA, bro. I'm originally from LA, so when I go there, I know it's LA. It's not other. If I'm like something special in the land there, I go to the beach, I eat those tacos. Even if they're not the best tacos.
You're originally from El Salvador.
Yeah, my family.
That's your family,
right?
right?
Yeah, my family.
Have you been to El Salvador?
One time. I want to go back. I was 10 years old when I went.
That don't count. You.
Why you got to put me on blast, bro? We still rolling.
Fake Sabi. I thought you were about to tell me, like, let me tell you about the...
Let me tell you when I was in Amara, but now I'm a Christian.
The mountains of Machu Picchu out there.
Bro, he was hungry, bro. We're at that. No, I want to go back. I was going to do a show there a year ago. My passport had just expired, bro.
And do you have family out there?
Yes, a lot of family. But it was real tough, and because of my last name, Chacon, there were some issues with the Mara, with the Chacones, because I had 2 family members that are very well off at the time, and they kidnapped a couple, bro. So, yeah, my dad, God rest his soul, wouldn't let me go. So it wasn't because I didn't want to.
Hey, you're part of the mafia out there?
Bro.
Like, family line?
I got you, Kel. If you go to El Salvador, 3 whistles, monkey nose.
Let me ask you something.
See, he got me snitching. That's our first 48. He goes, do you want that double cheeseburger?
Yeah, I think we got it with that.
He's here with the meta glasses, like Hector.
So hold on, una pregunta. So you grew up in LA. Did you grow up in LA with a lot of people from El Salvador?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
So you still feel pretty like with the culture of El Salvador and...
When I went to, the one time I went to, it was like 94, 95, I went to El Salvador. They were like, they thought I was making fun of their accent, but my parents were like, that's the way they talk. That's what
you get the pupusa with your hands.
I eat the pupusa with my hands, dog. No fork, no nothing.
Really?
Yeah, if you eat it with your fork, it's like a thing for us.
Wait, so pupusas are originally from El Salvador?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know what pupusas are because one of my customers in the marketing business that I had, one of the websites that I had was a lady that she opened up a pupusas like a business, and I did her website, and she was so sweet. She'd always invite me para comer y todo, and I had pupusas and I loved it. It was really good.
Oh, that's cool. But you don't eat cheese. I wanted to take you to a spot, but you don't eat cheese anymore.
No, but they it's como when I order like the Venezuelan arepas, I always tell them like get rid of the cheese and just...
Oh, I could get you something like that from where we're at Best Buy I picked you up at. That's like Salvadorianville, like Little Central America. All those little spots are Central American, bro. Irving is like, they call it the Crooked Eye. That's like, it's just the way they call it. Okay. It's Little Central America, but they got a little bit of everything. But there's a lot of Central American stores, pupuserias, bro, the best right there. Like legit. And but like for you, if I were to take you, I'd get you fried yuca, fried plantain, and a steak. and then rice and beans because I know that's what you eat.
Yeah.
But that's because I know you. Someone else le ponen queso y crema
You know
mucho.
what's crazy? You know me so well that I feel like you have set the standard for my next relationship. Like, if they don't know what I drink at a show or what kind of food I order, it's like, nah.
You're gonna be like, my Panda would have done it better.
I wouldn't know what I would have ordered.
hey, when they give you a yell, that's crazy.
Yeah, wow.
Wow, I just bought you a house. You don't even know how I like my cranberry juice. Oh
dude.
man, that's funny. Nah, but Kel, thanks for coming on the show, dog. Like,
Absolutely, dude.
I just want to say thank you, bro. It's been a pleasure.
Dude.
You have everyone has an ego, but you got yours in check, bro. I said that with love and respect. Like, as popular as you are, as funny and successful you are, you treat me as an equal, bro. It's the first time this happens. So I gotta say thank you on camera the one time. After that, I'm gonna be cripping on them.
No, and honestly, dude, like, also thank you. Like, you know, I feel, you know, the sacrifice that you make to come to these shows, and, you know, working hard and just being you and being a good
Appreciate it,
person.
man.
You know, I think for a person like myself, like, you don't know how lucky I feel to have met somebody like you that I can also go on the road, because I think it's like, it's not just a me thing, but it's also like a we thing. And even my dad told me, he's like, you know, like, I'm glad que conociste a Panda, because the road gets lonely, and, you know, obviously you don't vibe with everybody, and
Yeah.
to be able to share these shows and last year's tour and be able to share those experiences como una persona como tú, like, I feel very grateful. So thank you, dude.
No, and really hit me in Jersey, bro. My wallet, everything was in the green room, your cameras. Bro, ni una vez se me cruzó la mano like, hey, bro, my wallet or Kel's cameras. Like, one of us was there, so that thing was guarded. Like, our shoes, whatever, you know, because that green room was badass. The one at Bananas at the Jersey. So it was a massive room like this. So we were like, not once, I was like, dude, my ghetto size, like, I'm getting soft, bro. We have all our gear here. Like, we should, because, you know, just that hood part in you. But no,
I
overall.
don't have that hood part in me, so I can't relate.
Went to a private school, guys. Get that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that 8 mile battle with him. I know something. Start battling 8 miles.
Listen, there ain't no gangstering me. Like,
Nah, me neither, bro. I was around it, but I got no tattoos. Like my jaw, I got no tattoos. I got stretch marks. I ain't no gangbanger, dog.
dude, if somebody wants to rob me, I'll be like, here you go. Just don't hurt me.
And a prayer. But you know what? Now I know we're still recording, but dude, I got a sketch. We gotta do the pupusa with a fork sketch.
Okay.
That'd be funny.
Because that's the thing.
That's a big thing.
You can't
It's
either way.
like we joke about it, bro. Look at Monkey. No, it's a big. We joke about
You
it.
shouldn't have told me, because I will be the one to go eat a pupusa with a fork.
You're proper. Es que él es
Dude, I
VIP.
eat wings with utensils.
He eats wings when you do. What about pizza? You know, like pizza. Pizza,
Pizza?
Monkey, you eat it with bro.
Pizza and a burger too.
June 5th, we're gonna be in New York. I'm gonna record him. I'm making it with his hands. We're gonna be in New York June 5th.
June 5th.
We got Fort Worth Hyenas this Saturday, and then we're in Cap City on Sunday.
Yep. Got a lot of places.
Well, Mr. Kel Perez, I know you need more followers. Let them know where they can can find you.
If you can find me at Kel Perez on everything. I am Kel Perez. My website, kelperez.com. And my OnlyFans at I am Kel Perez. So
Go to his Instagram and block him. Follow me at Fernando Panda Comedy. All mine are different because people be using the name Panda, so just get lucky. Thank you, super producer Roberto Monkey Silva, ME, Kel Perez. We're on tour together. Thank you for letting me be on your tour. God bless you guys. We're nothing without y'all. Have a good night.
gracias,
Thank you.
gracias.